Hi, this is Derek Van Dyke, and I'm here with Larry Williams. Larry's an SEO expert, a WordPress expert, a Google Engage partner, and all-around social media maniac. So, Larry, you want to introduce yourself and tell them what this is all about?
Yeah, Derek, thanks a lot. And by the way, I know most of you know Derek, but he is marketer extraordinaire and just an all-around good guy, and I'm so happy to partner with him on this product. This is going to be about page one traffic. And first, why would you consider that you could get on page one out of millions of other people in the world trying to compete for that spot? And so we're going to kind of unpack how you can go about doing that. And so we're going to have basically four modules. First one is keyword research, your WordPress setup, content creation, and the last step is Google Authority. And we're going to unpack all of those as we walk through the course that you just purchased. So right now, let's kind of look at in an overview fashion of step one, and so you can see what we're going to be doing as we unwrap this product. So Derek, if you'll...
Hey, first, Larry, can you just give us a brief overview of how you got here, how you got to be an SEO expert, and in this situation where you can present this information?
Yeah, Derek, I've been online about 5 years, and pretty much I've bought everything you can possibly buy. My hard drive has crashed several times because it was overloaded. And so just like everybody probably on the call, there's always a new hot product, some shiny object, some promise, and
Right.
you go ahead and push the button, you buy it, and at the end of the day, you're lost. And there's something left out, and it doesn't work for you.
Exactly.
And so that's how I came about laying it all aside for almost a year. I didn't buy anything. And I started studying and becoming an expert on WordPress blogs.
Okay.
And along with that, how to get my blog ranked on page one of Google. And through the process, of having some good mentors, I will say that there's some great people out there if you can just find them. And it takes a while to be able to wade through all of that to be able to find the right people. And then on my own trial and error, I did finally come up with a way that I can get a blog ranked on page one of Google, even with all of the changes that have happened over the last 18 months.
And you've been very successful at those blogs too, right? I mean, you get a lot of
Yes.
traffic, not just rankings for obscure keywords, but rankings for good keywords that stick and drive traffic to your blogs and make you money.
Absolutely, and in fact, I got a page one ranking for one of the most competitive keywords on the planet: affiliate marketing.
Oh, yeah. I saw
And,
that, yeah. And we're going to show our viewers on the call in our training some of the keyword positions that you've got.
Yeah, and it's all about just knowing the little tricks here and there. It's a whole system. This is not going to be a get rich quick or get on page one overnight type deal. But some people will actually get on page one overnight if you follow this thing, in detail.
But it's really about consistency and long-term traffic, right?
Right. And of course, here's the thing, if you get page one, position one on Google, you're going to get 43.8% of all click-throughs on that position.
Wow.
And it goes down a little bit more for position 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through 10. But you're going to get minimum, you're going to get 5% click-through rates on all the traffic that comes through page 1 for position 10.
So you're really shooting for the top 5 positions, right?
Yeah, the top
That's the
5
best.
is what I'm shooting for, and it takes a little time, to move up. You maybe you get on page 1, position 10. The system that we're going to be showing you will move you up gradually. It's not going to be any shenanigans, any black hat, backlinking techniques. That's all going to get you in trouble. That's all it will do.
Yeah, that's so 2011, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's so old school, it's pathetic.
Well, let's get started with the keyword research and let the people know exactly what they're going to be looking at here. Um,
Okay.
I'll let you take it from here. We have the target market and our objectives. So, just explain exactly what this means.
Okay, so we're going to start with keyword research. And, of course, the first thing you've got to find is a hot market. It doesn't do any good to put up a blog if you're trying to make money online anyway. It's okay if you're having it as a hobby to put up a blog on any subject. But if you really want to make some money online, you have to find hot buyers in a hot target market.
Right.
And so you find a niche, whatever you're passionate about or whatever you feel like is good for you or you're a good fit with and you have some kind of, passion about. I'd go ahead and pick that niche. So now the next thing would be to set objectives. Now here's the problem. You got three objectives: money, traffic, and exposure. And so we all want all three, right?
Exactly.
And so, but you have to strategically, you have to make a strategic decision on the front end to choose one of those to start with.
Okay.
So you either choose money, traffic, or exposure. So you go ahead and you find your keywords. We're going to show you exactly how to go through all of that. And then you make a decision about your objectives. So if you're new, you really want exposure. So you want to build your authority, build your brand, and you want to get really good content on your blog that provides a lot of value to people who come to your blog.
And that all leads to making money in the end.
That all, in the end, leads to making money. Another element of exposure is the social networks. You have to create campaigns in like Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, and that way you're kind of building authority, and you're getting legitimate, high authority backlinks to your blog from all of those social networks. So you build your brand. You start out slow, and you don't sell at first. That's your objective. You want exposure and authority. Once you get that, you automatically move into traffic.
Right.
Right? So now traffic is another whole new ball game. So, and Derek is excellent about getting traffic, and he'll talk about that.
So it's almost more like this. If
yes.
You're going chronological, exposure leads to traffic, and that leads to the money.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
And
So we're going to unpack all that.
We're going to unpack all that, and we're going to go through the keyword research, the different tools that you can use, the search types, your objectives with your keyword research, and then your action steps. And then next, we're going to jump into competitive analysis. And can you tell us? We're going to go deep into keyword research, but can you tell us why competitive analysis is so important?
Absolutely. Once you find your main keywords, and we're going to be hopefully getting at least 3 to start, and hopefully 6 just to begin, and you're going to have some backup keywords that you use for writing content for your blog later, and we'll unpack all of that later.
Right.
But what you need to do is you need to find who is the top competitor for that keyword, and we're going to show you how to do that. All you do is you type the URL of who's ranking number 1 into Google AdWords keyword tool, and it'll show you who's ranking number 1.
So we check the competition to see if we can beat them out, to see if they're using all the techniques that we're going to show the people here today.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people aren't using them. Some people lucked out. Other people have hired companies to handle it that really didn't do a good job for them.
Right.
But we can actually see who's ranking number 1 if we think it's possible, to knock them out of that slot.
Right, but just to be clear with everybody, this isn't about backlinking or keyword stuffing or anything like that. It's more about the new social engagement platforms and just giving Google what they want and giving the people, the readers, good quality content.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, and of course it's updated every day now. But if you're writing naturally, you're not writing for the search engines.
Right.
Write naturally. Then choose really good keywords. For example, one little bitty word in a keyword phrase can end up getting you traffic. For example, affiliate marketing. Well, that's very competitive. But affiliate marketing strategies
Or tips.
You have to enter those phrases into the Google keyword tool, and it'll show you what kind of competition you've got. And you find one that's got medium competition. You use that keyword. You write your really good, valuable post, and then we'll go from there. There's a lot more involved. But as I say, this is not a quick fix.
Right. And then the last step after you do your competitive analysis and your keyword research, then you're going to pick a domain name. And we'll cover that in the first video. But let's jump into the WordPress setup and show you what we're going to cover here. Okay, first of all, we're going to talk about where to install the blog, how to clean it up, the different plugins you want, the importance of an about page. We're going to go through several different plugins and show you how to install those and everything else. We'll show you some places where you can get a good blog theme that looks professional. And Larry has a huge, extensive ping text list. You want to tell us exactly what that is and what it does?
Yeah, it's not like ping pong, but it's great. It's a great list. It's over 100 sites, and inside of your blog dashboard. If you're not familiar with WordPress, then we're going to make sure you're crystal clear about what we're talking about. Some of you may not know what WordPress is. It's a platform that you can, click a button and install basically a website on the WordPress platform. And so inside of your dashboard, there's a place in settings that you can go in and paste this ping list I give you. And it'll automatically send pings to over 100 highly credible sites that will get you automatic traffic. So you can write a post, finish it up an hour later, 2 hours later, you can come back and you've already got 50 people who visited your blog.
Yeah, I did that just the other day. I published an article and I had 35 visitors within an hour. Just from this ping list, pretty much.
It'll continually grow.
Right, because I wasn't even listening to search engines.
Yeah. No, it's strictly independent from that, and it will get you traffic for sure. And if you'll keep writing articles, every time you write an article, it repings all of these sites. And the more articles you write, the more traffic you're going to get from this one little tactic alone.
Right.
Now, it took me over a year to get that list. It's not something that I take lightly. It's a valuable list. It's worth
gold.
Hundreds of dollars. I mean, it's valuable.
All right, so basically, we're going to show you how to set up, configure, and optimize your WordPress blog in this section, and then we're going to cover content creation. And this is all about writing articles and optimizing your articles. And again, we're going to write for search engines. Write for people, not search engines. And Larry, you want to tell us exactly why that's so important and how the changes in Google has made it beneficial for authors to write engaging articles for people?
Yes, Derek, there's a whole lot going on behind the scenes. And the normal, common, everyday person really doesn't know what's going on, which is probably a good thing. They probably have better luck at writing a blog post than somebody that's studying this all the time, because they're writing naturally. and they're sharing from a natural vantage point. And that's really what Google is looking for. A person who writes a blog post and stuffs it with keywords are going to get put in the sandbox at Google, and they're going to get penalized, and they may not show up on page 10,000.
Right.
So, but if you have a good title for your blog post, you know that we're going to teach you how to do that, how to optimize that title, and you have a very good first sentence, and we're going to show you how to do that. And you don't stuff it with keywords. You write and provide good, valuable content, along with images, videos, and that kind of thing. We're going to go into all of that in this course.
Yeah, and the first time I did this, I went through all the steps that Larry outlined for me. And it took me a good, half an hour to figure all this stuff out the first time. The second article took me about 5 minutes. So once you get it, and you know where to post your title, your keywords, and your alt tags, and your image, and everything else, it goes really quickly.
Yeah, and we're going to make it crystal clear. We're going to show you screen capture, how to do everything. It's going to be totally.
We're actually going to set up the blog and post the articles right on the page where Travis
we're going to create a blog from scratch. There's going to be nothing on it but a blank blog, and Derek and I will put it up there, and during the course of time, you'll be able to look at it yourself and see what's happening.
All right, and then the last video is going to be on Google Authority, and I'm not even going to open this up because I'm going to leave that for a surprise. But Larry, you want to just tell us why that's so important and how that makes all the difference?
Yeah, this is the secret sauce right here. This is it in a nutshell. And it's so simple, but it's not easy. But if you just follow the steps, we take you through step by step what you need to do first. And the reason we left it for last is because you want to have your content and all of the other stuff completed before we get into this particular module.
Right.
Because you don't want to get the cart before the horse. And so we're going to show you exactly how Google wants you to do it. And it'll pay off. I guarantee you, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, you don't want Google coming to your blog and checking you out and you have nothing there, right?
Exactly.
All right, so that's it for this video. What we're going to do in the next video is we're going to go right into keyword research. So you need to get out notepad or pen and paper and start taking some notes. And you can actually pause the video while we're showing you this and actually go and do it yourself. You can open up a browser window with the keyword research tool and just work with us as we go along, and you can actually start building your keyword list and analyze your competition and come up with your list of words that you can start using in your articles. Larry, anything else?
Yeah, Derek, and also I'm gonna be putting together, and you probably too, we're going to have some other documents and resources for you available, so in a PDF, so you won't get totally lost, and you'll have some additional things that you can work on. That's kind of a bonus,
right,
to the program.
And those will be available in the members area.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, Derek, I'll talk to you in the next one.